Hello students, Namaste. Today we are going to read about science and technology. We are discussing about Unit 5 Physiological Structure and Life Process, and today we are at the end of this unit. Before it, we discussed about high blood pressure mainly, and in high blood pressure we discussed about systolic blood pressure, diastolic blood pressure, their ranges, what are symptoms of high blood pressure or hypertension. Then we discussed about causes, prevention. So these things we have finished. Today we will read about the remaining two heart diseases, in fact blood circulatory systems diseases, not only heart, not of heart, may not be heart, related with blood. So they are diabetes and high uric acid. Okay. So at first I am giving you one question to think. So it is very simple. What are gout arthritis and hyperuricemia? If you have listened about it, if you have patient related with these two diseases, then you discuss in your friends, that means with your friends, what is your knowledge about these diseases? Discussed. Okay. So gout arthritis, gout which occurs at joints, especially at leg, at any joint pain, joint ache, redness, inflammation, yes, very difficult to stand up, to walk, to sit, yes, so that is gout arthritis. Sometimes people need support to walk in it, and hyperuricemia is prior stage than gout arthritis. They are related. After hyperuricemia, gout arthritis occurs. Or hyperuricemia promotes what? Gout arthritis. So what are they? Later we will discuss. But before it, we are going to start the lesson from diabetes. So diabetes or hyperglycemia. You know hyper and hypo. Hyper is more than required and hypo is less than required. So these terms are very common, to which you have to keep in your mind. So glycemia is related with glucose, sugar. Glucose is a type of what? Sugar. Very simple molecules of sugar are found in it, glucose. So here what does the diagram say? In which one there is hyperglycemia? It is normal. So here is normal blood glucose. They are shown in the form of cube. It doesn't mean that sugar cubes are found in our blood vessel. They are only symbolic. Don't think that there are sugar cubes flowing in our blood vessels. They are dissolved in water. Dissolved in water, yes, you can say. That is a component of blood. So they are dissolved in blood. But here, for understanding only, cube shaped are shown. So here is more or here is more? More is here. So hyper means what? More than required. That is the normal amount of glucose, but here is what? More than the required. So it is hyperglycemia. What happens here? When pancreas does not produce proper amount of insulin. Insulin, have you learnt about it? Yes, certainly yes. When you have done about glandular system, you studied that glandular system consists of mainly two types of glands. They are exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Some of them work both as exocrine and endocrine, and they are called as what? Heterocrine glands. So here I introduced you heterocrine because the gland which is related with it is heterocrine. Yes, that is pancreas. So what is pancreas? What does it produce? Pancreas produces two types of juices, pancreatic juice and hormones, insulin. So insulin produced by pancreas is the main cause factor of diabetes. If it is not produced in normal amount, if its hyposecretion is found, then it causes what? Diabetes. What is given here? When pancreas does not produce proper amount of insulin, that is lesser than the required amount, glucose level increases in the blood because insulin helps to consume glucose from the blood. What does insulin do? It helps to consume glucose from blood. Yes, and if its amount is less, that is not consumed. So the amount of glucose is found more in blood, and that is called what? Hyperglycemia or diabetes. The condition of body when the glucose level in blood is more than required amount. Yes, already finished. And what is the normal amount of glucose in blood? That is 70 to 140 milligram per deciliter. Per deciliter means 1/10 of the liter. Means what? That is 100 ml. In 100 ml, that amount, that mg of glucose is what? Normal. Minimum that, maximum that. In fact, this range is of two conditions of our body, so that will be clear later. Up to here you have understood? That is just introduction of diabetes. Go ahead. Sugar level, or you can say glucose level in blood tested before meal. So before meal if it is testing, sure it is that it is tested after meal also. Yes. Glucose level in blood is tested two times. One before meal, that is called as preprandial, and another one is after meal, that is called as postprandial. So in preprandial, the normal range of sugar is 70 to 99 mg per deciliter. Yes. And what is in postprandial then? That is less than 140 mg per deciliter. So this 140 is very similar to what? Yes, the upper limit of systolic blood pressure. Systolic blood pressure was also what? Normal, 100 to 140. So look, that number is same. So very easily you can link it with that. And its half is the lower one. 140, what is the half of 140? 70. So in that way you can keep in your mind for your memory. Although memory work of some things we have to do. Now diabetes may be of two types. They are type 1 and type 2. In fact, you will not get these things in your book, but very easily you can understand it. The diagram says about it. What is given in diagram at first see? It is type 1 diabetes and this one is type 2 diabetes. What is difference between them? Here some purple colored structures are not in first case. So what are they? Let's see. This greenish is what? Glucose. Yes, sugar. And it is GLUT4 means what? Glu is short form of glucose. T is transportation. So glucose transporting system 4, that is labeled in this way. That is glucose transporting system 4. It is shown by that cross that is inside it. And insulin is what? In purple color. And insulin receptor, those who receive the insulin and found on the surface of the cell, here you can see, here. Yes. So in type 1 what is happening, that there is no secretion of insulin. There is not enough, there is nil, shown nil. So if insulin is not produced in a person, in the person suffering with what? Diabetes, then that is type 1 diabetes. And in type 2 diabetes, that insulin is produced, but the cells do not accept it. The receptors do not take it, do not gain it. That is the problem of what? Cells, not of what? Gland. Yes, other cells who have to use it. And in both cases what happens? The sugar level, here sugar is not consumed. Here also sugar is not consumed. So its level increases. Very easy to understand. So that diagram is clear about type 1 and type 2. I think you have understood. After that, discuss what are the cause factors of it. Cause factors, first cause factor is less secretion of insulin. Already we have discussed. Next one is obesity. Look here, obesity was cause of blood pressure also. It was cause of heart attack also. Yes, that may be for uric acid. Let's see it is or not. But here it is the cause. Yes. Next, inactive lifestyle. Lazy persons become victim of many diseases. So be active for your good health. Don't be lazy. Yeah, laziness is what? It invites diseases. So be active. Next one is diet. Diet also should be balanced. Nothing more than enough. Yes. Next is heredity. if parents have diabetes, in offspring also it may be seen. So it may be hereditary also. Next, smoking. In number of diseases, till now whatever we have learnt, we found that smoking is also risk factor of that. Nowadays, e-cigarettes are available in markets, and people may think that it is not smoke, it is another thing, it does not harm, but equally harmful. So in many countries, e-cigarettes are banned. That is also harmful. And exposure to second-hand smoke. What is first-hand smoke? Those people who smoke, they are using first-hand smoke. And the person who are sitting in the side and inhaling their smoke, that is second-hand smoke. So if you are not smoking and you are passing your more time with that person who smokes, and she smokes with you, that means nearby you, you also get the harmful effect. Although you do not use that smoking, but effect is seen on your body and more. Yes, because your body is less resistive to that. Okay, stress. Stress also causes diabetes. Okay, so symptom of diabetes, what are the symptoms? How can we say that the person is suffering with diabetes? Main thing, hunger. Remember, that is, the person always feel hunger, or always so that his hunger, thirsty, and then frequent urination. So these things, blur vision. So these 3-4 things are very common. You have to keep in your mind. Yes. First is what? Excessive thirst. Frequently water is required. Frequently. Drinking water frequently is okay. But after drinking water also the person feels thirsty. Problem is that. Next one is excessive hunger. Yes. Frequently needs food. Frequent urination. Yes. Then blurred vision. Vision is also, it affects on vision also. I will show you that in which other organs it affects. Yes, it is very dangerous. In what sense? That if the person does not control on other activities, if he is suffering with diabetes. Yeah. Blurred vision, frequent dizziness. Yes, by diagram it is, by picture it is clear what is dizziness. Then sudden weight loss. Before 2-3 months the person was healthy, that was not so thin, but after 2-3 months body is lost more without any exercise. By exercise, if it is loose, that's okay, but if without exercise that happens, that may be because of what? Diabetes. Next, always fatigued. In this case also same thing. Numbness and tingling in hands and legs. What is that numbness? That it is experienced that needles are passing, that means passing in the skin. Chun 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 chun, like that. Yes, so that, like you can say that small ants are biting on your hand and legs. That is what? Numbness or tingling. Okay, next one is have diabetic feet. So this wound does not heal frequently. That is another thing. If any person is suffering with diabetes, then wounds do not heal. That means wounds do not heal that earlier or soon. They take very long time. Yes. So here it is diabetic feet. Wound is made by what? Shoes. So they are not suggested to wear shoes, or very soft shoes they wear. Otherwise slippers open. Yeah. Okay. Next, high blood sugar. So sugar range, what did I tell you? I told you that preprandic 70 to 99, and postprandic what? Less than 140. So in between that range, the sugar level should be. If it is beyond that, the person suffers with what? Diabetes. Okay, students. Now see about the long-term impact of diabetes. Diabetes is a disease which invites other diseases. Number of diseases are caused due to diabetes. Look here, it may affect on our vision, blurred vision already given. So here diabetic retinopathy means the disease of retina occurs here. cataract is caused, glaucoma is caused. So number of eye diseases are caused because of what? Yes, diabetes. And here brain stroke, and then cerebrovascular disease. That means those blood vessels which flow blood into our brain, in them also different diseases are caused due to diabetes. Cardiovascular diseases means in blood circulatory system, in blood vessels and heart, there also number of diseases are caused by it. Then in kidney, nephropathy means in kidney it may impact. Yes, in neurons, yes, neurology, that is neuron, nerve cell. And about when you have already finished it. Then here peripheral vascular diseases means not only blood vessel but around blood vessel also they cause different type of diseases, and around the teeth, the gum weakens. So here if you see, if you analyze that about whole the nervous system, here, here, they are related with nervous system. Here is skin also, but these three are mainly affecting. Then blood circulatory system, these two. Then that is excretory system, that is it is related with muscular and skeletal both system. In fact, teeth is out of skeletal system, but it is bone. Yes. So here this diabetes affects on what? Affects on different other organs and causes different type of diseases. And when number of diseases are found in a person, it is called that the person has a syndrome, not a single disease, group of diseases. Yeah. Okay, students. Now see about preventive measures of diabetes. How can we keep our body safe from diabetes? Yes. And if we are diabetic, then how can we protect our body from the harmful effect of it? So for that, at first see here, observe all of them. In others, this crossing is not made. Only in these three, not in others. Why? Yes, that shows that we should not do that. What? Should not use tobacco and smoking, should not consume alcohol, and we should not consume these junk food and artificial drinks. Yes, especially it is suggested that natural fruit juice is also not good as fruit. Okay, so if it is possible, you take fruit instead of juices. Yeah. Okay, so these three you have understood. Now start from here. We should take split meals. Split meals means what? Do not take more food at the same time. You have to take food in different parts. After 2 hours take again, but amount of taking food should be less. Next one is weight loss. So if you are overweighted, you have to remove your weight. Otherwise, the diabetes will remove it. Yeah. Next one is what? Exercise. Exercise is also very good habit for very good, you can say, for your healthy life. Yes, it keeps you away from many diseases. Yeah. And next one is balanced diet. Balanced diet, nothing more than required. And next one is what? The sedentary lifestyle you have to stop. What is sedentary lifestyle? Laziness. Laziness. You have to be active. Okay. Your passiveness should be reduced. Yeah. And then drink more water. Yes. Fibered, I can say fiber rich fruit, grains, etc. should be selected. So there are some activities by doing which we can keep us healthier or we can keep us away from diabetes. Yeah, first is what? Changing lifestyle, food and working style. Yes, that covers 2-3 circles of them. Losing body weight is also here. Avoiding using tobacco or smoking, same thing. Alcohol also have to avoid. Increasing green vegetable and salads in food. Yeah. Then regular physical exercise, yoga and pranayam. They also control it. About yoga and pranayam, I told you earlier also. Stress free life. So be happy about that. We have suggested in last class also. Okay. Now we are going to read about high uric acid or hyperuricemia. Hyperuricemia. So look here, what is happening here? Oh, redness here, then here also same thing, swelling. Here is also redness. So redness is especially at this joint. Look here, swelling at the joint. Yeah, here also problem. So all of are symptoms of what? Hyperuricemia. What is hyperuricemia? Before that, you have to understand that what is purine. Purine is a chemical substance, that is chemical compound, that is found in food. Some foods have less purine in them, some have more, especially proteins. Protein-rich fruits have more purine, and they are digested in the intestine like other food, and liver also. They are broken into some simpler things and forms nucleic acid. Nucleic acid means what? There are two nucleic acid in our body, RNA and DNA. RNA is ribose nucleic acid and DNA, ribonucleic acid, and DNA is what? Deoxyribonucleic acid. Ribose sugar is found in it, and deoxyribose sugar, about which you have read in heredity. Yeah, you have studied about it in what? Heredity. So that is RNA and DNA, nucleic acids. Okay, its metabolism. What does the term metabolism mean? Metabolism is combined term of catabolism and anabolism. In our body, two types of chemical reaction take place. In one chemical reaction, something combine and form bigger molecule. That is what? Anabolism. Yes, and another type of chemical reaction is that in which one compound breaks into smaller. Any compound breaks into smaller. Yes, that is called as what? Catabolism. And combinedly they are called as what? Metabolism. Yes, that is, living beings have metabolism in them. So its metabolism produces uric acid, which is excreted by kidneys. So look here. Here in liver, intestine, kidneys, so at these different places they come. So misfunction of, or you can say, if any organ of them is not functioning properly, then it leads to what? Uric acid or hyperuricemia. Now see next point. When the amount of uric acid exceeds the range of 3.5 to 7.2 mg per deciliter, it is called hyperuricemia. So if the amount of uric acid becomes or exceeds that range, then it shows the characteristics of gouts and others. It is about what? Hyperuricemia. And it also leads to what? Gout. So hyperuricemia and gout are not the same, but gout occurs after hyperuricemia. Okay. If a person is suffering with hyperuricemia, it doesn't mean that he is suffering with gouty arthritis also. Gout arthritis or gouty arthritis. When for a long time hyperuricemia remains, then it leads to gout. Okay. Okay, students. Now see about cause factors of hyperuricemia. So here cause factors are mainly here cardiovascular diseases, yes, different types of diseases, and then kidney diseases. Next one is type 2 diabetes also causes it, obesity, yes, and liver, that is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Yes, that also leads to what? Uric acid, because in liver also if there is abnormality, that causes what? High uric acid. And then neuroprotection, here different types of, that means the nerves which order to do different type of work. So if there is imbalance, then also it leads to what? Hyperuricemia. So here these terms are given here: diabetes, kidney diseases, cardiovascular diseases, excess consumption of purine rich food, habit of drinking less water, obesity, and liver diseases, especially fatty liver, deposition of fats around the liver. Yes. Now next one is, what are the symptoms? So symptoms mainly at later stage only. At first just joint ache is experienced, but later it shows gout. Yes. So here everywhere you will find that inflammation, ache, yeah, and restriction in movement. So only these things are what? Its symptoms. So what is the first symptom? Pain and inflammation at joint, and deep pain in muscles also around the joint and other places, and especially the joint. At first the effect is seen at toe joint, legs, toe, yeah. So restricted joint movement and redness, swelling and burning sensation at joints, especially at what? Toe joint. So just joint pain. If there is joint ache in a person, testing of uric acid is necessary. Yes. If uric acid is found positive, then what to be done? That is control and preventive measures. So for control and preventive measures, what is given here in this demonstration? Here is, be more active, exercise. At working place also you should be active, not sitting at the particular place only. Eat fiber rich food. Earlier also we used it. Eat whole grains, not fine flour, maida, that should not be used. Lose weight. Next, make healthier choice in food, healthier choice in activities. Don't smoke and avoid alcohol. So if we are doing these things, then we can prevent and control both what? Hyperuricemia. So here that is listed, you can read it. One thing more is given here, consumption of baking soda and consumption of cherries. So baking soda neutralizes acid, and cherries have a chemical substance in it. They are anthocyanin, that are an antioxidant, and they relieve pain. They relieve pain also. Yes, that burning which occurs at joint, that is relieved by the cherries. Okay. So today we have discussed about two diseases mainly. They were diabetes and uric acid. Yes. What is with introduction, we discussed about symptoms, cause factors and preventive measures. I think you have understood well. So let's see whatever you have understood. First question is asked to you about it. From which organ of the human body hormone that prevents from diabetes is secreted? There are four options: thyroid, liver, kidney and pancreas. So very easily you have guessed it. That is what? Pancreas. Now next question is, which of following is symptom of gout? Redness on face, inflammation at toe joint, back ache and weight loss. So which is correct answer? That is inflammation at toe joint. Okay students, now see about the next question. Next question is, which of following is normal in blood? Uric acid is 3.5 to 8.5 mg per deciliter. B is preprandial glucose level is 60 to 110 mg per deciliter. Postprandial glucose level is 100 to 140 mg per deciliter, or uric acid is 2.5 to 7.5 mg per deciliter. So you have to find out normal range. Have you found? Yes, it is what? Postprandial glucose level is what? 100 to 140. Here that you are given that it is below 140. So 100 is also below 140. Yes? Okay. Now next, you have to study this table in which there are two columns, column A and column B, and some things are given here. Read them and you have to find out which matching is correct. So what is your answer? It is okay or not? Let's see. B number. B number is correct. 1C, speedy weight loss is due to what? By, that means it is related with diabetes. 2B, less insulin formation when pancreas is unfunctional. 3D, prevention of diabetes, that is losing weight. And 4A, urate crystal in gout. Yes. Now you have to copy these questions and answer them. They are very easy, not so difficult. What are hyperuricemia and hyperglycemia? So you can define them. Write any 4 symptoms of diabetes. You are given number of symptoms. So 4, and it is better to mention the major 4. Yes. Mention any 4 preventive measures of gout. Yes, gout is hyperuricemia product. So you have to write their symptoms. What are symptoms of high uric acid? Yes, similar question. But high uric acid doesn't mean that it is gout. Yes, maybe different. But here are not more symptoms. Only one increased level of that uric acid. Other things will be similar. So don't be confused here. What are common causes of high blood pressure, diabetes, and high uric acid? Which are common causes for these 3? You have to find out by analyzing them. Okay, now next question is, diabetes is window for many of the diseases. Justify the statement. So you were given one picture in which you found that how does diabetes affect other body systems and how does it harms them. So this thing you have to mention here. Write comparative table for definition, symptoms, causes and preventive measures of diabetes and high uric acid. So you have to do comparative study of these 2 diseases. Okay, so that's all for today. I think you have understood well about this lesson and this unit, and today we are going to finish this unit also. Next time with new unit I will come. That's okay. Namaste.